Good afternoon. I'm Lynn, and I'm a CEO at NousQ. I'm an ENT surgeon by training, and I've been practicing for more than 25 years. I've operated in more than 10 different countries. And really, I see that with CLiKX, I will be able to help children all over the world hear again with just one click. Glue ear is the condition where the yellow fluid is trapped behind the eardrum in the middle ear space. It's a middle ear infection. Very huge public health problem. Easily 120 million surgeries needed each year, but currently only 10% of these surgeries are being done. It is the number one reason for a child's visit to their doctors, number one reason for antibiotic use, number one reason for hearing loss, and why they require general anesthesia during surgery. Without treatment, there is speech, language, learning delays, eardrum ruptures, tumor formations, brain infections, long-term social economic impact. And so when medications fail, surgeons put a very tiny 1 millimeter tube onto the eardrum to drain this fluid. But the current surgery is complex. It requires 6-7 different multiple instrument changes in the small ear canal. Child cannot tolerate this and undergo general anesthesia. But the FDA has warned about neurodevelopmental effects on the brain, and parents are fearful. Once GA is needed, you need the operating theater setup, huge setup, huge manpower needs. You also need that big gray structure there, non-portable, hundreds of thousands of dollars, that's the surgical microscope. All this leads to very poor take-up rate. In America, out of 100 patients told to go for surgery, only 15 take up this surgery. Waiting time can be up to 1 year because it's in the operating theater. Age of surgery can be delayed from 2 years, up to 5 years, up to 7 years. It became very clear to me also that those most in need of this surgery can never get this surgery. I was operating in Cambodia. I did not have an anesthetist with me. Just with the local anesthetic injections, I was able to take out large neck tumors for kids who were awake. But the next day, there were hundreds of kids that had actually trekked over the mountains looking for glue ear surgery. I had no microscope, no general anesthesia, no operating theater. I could do nothing. Came back, I kept thinking about it, and one day I saw my daughter getting her ears pierced for earrings, just click, click, and that was the aha moment. Working with my engineer, I now have the world's first handheld, sensor-controlled robotic tube applicator. Very safely and precisely, with just one click of the blue button, in 1 second, I insert that 1 millimeter tube onto a paper-thin eardrum. In my clinic, without the microscope, without general anesthesia, using its existing proven tube. Patents have been granted in 4 regions. We have shown great safety in human trials. So with CLiKX, really, it outperforms my human hand and my human eye with a very clever integration of IP-protected technology, the proximity indicator, sensor feedback, software algorithm, pre-programmed for different angles of eardrums, and the precision cutter. If you would just focus on that yellow line mimicking the eardrum, with one click, tube is inserted. Imagine now for the patient, a same-day, in-clinic procedure, local anesthetic eardrops, home in 1 hour. For the doctor, I mimic exactly the surgery that I'm doing with a very fine slit incision, very precise, proven tube, but I do it in my office. I do 10 patients a day, even if I do not own a microscope. I do not need to reschedule for an operating theater months away. For the payers/prizes, up to 5 times, no more manpower shortage, no operating theater shortage, no waiting list. We have very clear CLiKX advantages over competitors, and that's why surgeons I've talked to are really excited about this. Two competitors in the US, they are manual devices. They play in the same field. We are the only automated sensor robotic device. Competitors need to put pressure on the eardrum for up to 3 minutes, uncomfortable for an awake child, and so surgeons are hesitant to use it. Surgeons are also worried about the competitor's device of a puncture hole on the eardrum. Imagine a puncture hole on the eardrum. It may not heal. It's big for the child. But CLiKX recreates the surgeon's slit with a proven tube. Because of the sensor, we take away the microscope. We need just a portable headlight. Huge unmet needs in America. The prevalence in America is very high. 13% of your children have otitis media. But only 15% can get to the current surgery. In Australia, twice the numbers. In disadvantaged areas, even bigger numbers. But in many of these developing countries, there's a vast and rapidly growing middle class, up to 60% of this middle class, who are wanting good healthcare for their children. They are able to pay, yeah? But now there's poor infrastructure, not enough ENT surgeons. The access is difficult, they cannot get to this. CLiKX is so exciting because it expands dramatically the market for this surgery. The current surgery gets to only 18 million of these surgeries, but the real need is 120 million surgeries. With all these advantages of CLiKX, we're able to get to at least 54 million of these patients, even with a very low adoption rate, and that would be a $43 billion market. We've completed 5 million in research grants. These are non-dilutive grants from the National University of Singapore and the National Research Foundation. We have a fully functioning device. We founded the company in 2021, raised a small seed round, $1.3 million. Non-institutional investors, these were ENT surgeons, doctors, finance people, and we did the pilot clinical trial at the university hospital, shown great safety, able to insert the tube. And last year, we were a very proud winner of the Medtronic APEC Challenge and also the grand prize winner for the Medtech APEC Innovator Challenge. We are raising Series A funds now, 5.5 million, and this we hope to complete pivotal trials we start pivotal trials this year, we complete it next year. By 2024, we will get FDA approval, and we will launch commercially in America as the beachhead market in 2025. This is a razor blade sales model. So the body, thousands of times use sustainable. The shaft, single use, disposable, the key revenue driver. Differentiated business models for different markets. For example, the US get FDA approval with HHS data to convert payers. And we want to be leveraging actually economic, clinical, humanistic outcomes. We will set the new standard of care. We will play not only in the FFS market, but we will go all the way to the value-based healthcare markets, which competitors have not really focused on. Okay, we will be playing right in the intersection of all these three circles. We go way beyond the CPT code. These are simple revenue projections, and they're conservative ones. We are using only just what you can reach with the current multiple surgery market, not the handheld device CLiKX advantages, but already 230 million revenue in 5 years. I've been focusing on the kids, but in adults, 20% of these tubes are in adults. We need them not just for glue years, but we need them for hyperbaric oxygen therapy. We need them for cancer therapy effects. And as an ENT surgeon, I'm really excited about the pipeline. I'm already working on this pipeline products, ENT device, anywhere with a point, click, very precise surgery. That's the best thing for us. The more difficult, the better. And with the software inbuilt into there, we have a potential for artificial intelligence. Very exciting. We have a very experienced team here to really deliver for you. Myself, I'm very close as the surgeon to the patient, to the hospitals, to reimbursements. We have regulatory experts in our team, IPO experience, product development, intellectual property experience, and corporate finance and P&L leadership, risk mitigation. An international advisory board from Australia, from APEC, from America. For example, many of these people, they are the presidents of the ENT societies, and we have an international Society Otitis Media president with us on the board. Very excited and hope to really partner with you. Yeah, we have a potential for an exit, early exit, 2 years' time after FDA approval, acquired by a key strategic. We are actually being watched by a couple of them. And why I say this, ENT is maybe not your obviously sexy field, but it is a very niche boutique field, and herein lies the huge potential. So our two competitors, they're just manual devices, but they have been acquired immediately after CE mark and after FDA. And we will have FDA in 2 years. Yeah, thank you very much.